My teammates and I consider ourselves very lucky to have this opportunity to interview an inmate currently incarcerated in the United States prison system. The following is a short look into her story. Meet Taylor, a 30-year-old white female currently sentenced to 3 years in prison with charges still pending. She was charged with trafficking and drug possession. As a group, our primary focus was wanting to know how Taylor felt about her family's role in her incarceration, her time in prison, and eventual transition back into society. To do that, we wanted to start at the very beginning. Taylor reports that she was raised as an only child. Her father died when Taylor was young, at just 7 years old, leaving her mother to raise her alone. Her mother was college educated with 2 degrees and now owns 2 businesses. Taylor was raised in a rural, middle-class area. She played clarinet in the band and softball throughout her school career. She even regularly attended church with her family. She says she began dating at the age of 16 and was introduced to recreational marijuana at that time. She specifically wanted to say, "My family is very upstanding. I made all of my own choices just as my friends did. I do not blame anyone but myself for the situation I am in." Taylor and her biological family are still very close. She says, "My family, even today in my current situation, are very supportive and just want me to live up to my full potential." She has a young daughter who she writes letters to frequently. However, it seems like the family dynamics have changed since she's been in prison. Several times throughout our interview, Taylor mentions her friends. At one point she said, "My friends, a handful of them, are family in my opinion. No circumstances will change that. They face the same struggles and demons as I do. I have met some good friends and other inmates that I have crossed paths with, some of whom are here with me now. They help keep your spirits high and your mind focused on the positive and off of the negative." Taylor says her family is a really big motivation for her to continue doing well and learning during her sentence. She has completed several rehabilitation programs and has worked in both road crew and the kitchen. She is currently awaiting a parole committee decision to allow her to enroll in more classes. She says her daughter is a driving factor for her and will do anything required of her just to get back home to her child. When asked about her plans once she is out of prison, Taylor says she feels optimistic about returning to society. She says, "My goals are to be present and a positive influence in my daughter's life. I plan to return to college. I now plan to seek a degree in counseling to hopefully use my experiences to provide hope and help for others in similar circumstances." She adds, "I'm very careful about saying I will never return to prison. I've said that before, but I will say I'm ready to make changes in my life. I feel wiser to the things that I've done in the past which resulted in relapse and avoid those things in the future." Taylor is hopeful about completing her sentence in order to get back to her daughter, who is in the first grade. She says, "My family will support me any way they can. As long as I show that I will do my part that is required to accomplish my goals, then they will help me with that in any way possible." In closing, Taylor wanted to share some final thoughts on her fellow inmates. "The majority of inmates I know are not bad people. We are good people who made bad choices. Everyone is just one decision, one moment from finding themselves in the same position. Addiction is one of the devil's most powerful tools to undo a person's life. It will drain you of everything you love before you even realize it."